If your freshman yourself was sitting right here, what would you say?
I think I would tell her to humbly chase after what you're passionate about, what you love. Singing and art you never did in the beginning because you're kind of scared because you knew there's better people, and there still is way better people, but it's good for you to do. So do it. Don't put everything into it. That's why I said humbly.
I would tell him to be open-minded, take risks, and stick through with anything that you're doing right now.
Be open to new experiences and opportunities.
The times that I embarrassed myself or just dove into what was ahead of me, there was just so much more joy and so many more memories were made, and I feel like embarrassing yourself and just the funny moments actually build your character a lot.
I would tell my freshman year self to not take what other people say about me so seriously.
I would tell my freshman year self that the Lord is faithful and that I'll grow into myself just as He's called me to be.
To not be so terrified of absolutely everything. I was always isolated with my headphones on. Even in discussions, I was dead quiet. I definitely would have told myself to actually, go talk to people. Everyone's super sweet.
Enjoy every possible minute of high school. High school just goes by so fast. It just feels like yesterday we were freshmen.
I would encourage her to try new things. Don't think it's too late to try something new.
We're like little kids who are learning. As a kid growing up in high school, you're gonna make so many mistakes. But the truth is, each of your mistakes, even more so than your triumphs, really shape the person that you become. They're like signposts, I'm not gonna do that because I believe in this, or I'm not gonna act that way because that's not who I am. And you have to make the mistake sometimes to realize the way you really feel about something.
It's actually cooler to be cool about Jesus rather than to be cool about, being cool like the world.
Remember who your friends are and who you are. Don't change for other people. Change because you want to.
You're gonna go through a lot of hard times during these 4 years, but the people that God's placed in your life are gonna help you a lot.
Be confident in yourself. If you want to say something, you should probably say it, because even if you're right or wrong, at least you said something.
I would probably tell my freshman year self that sports are fun, but don't prioritize them over God, because the most important things in life should be taking up the most of your time.
My freshman self was sitting right here. I'd probably tell him there's such a stark difference between the years and getting older. You just grow into yourself, and I think you're absolutely the happiest when you do that. You're changing as a person, you're growing into an adult. Once you're at the other end, it's just awesome because you're still yourself, but you're fully yourself, and you're not confused or scared to be yourself anymore.
People's opinions about you and everything that anybody has to say about you doesn't matter. Even though that's a lot easier said than done, then you can actually do whatever you need to do.
I would just remind myself of how much the Lord is a Prince of Peace and full of unconditional love, ready to just outpour it onto me.
Don't be in a rush to grow up. It's exciting that you're in high school. There's a reason why you're that age and you know what you know.
Pursue things with intentionality.
Do more things for yourself. Don't let other people's opinions or views of you influence what you do, especially when it comes to doing things you love or trying new things.
I literally knew no one coming in. I was from a totally different background. You totally will find your people that make you feel like you can be yourself, that you can do everything with, that you can tell everything to.
It's okay to be wrong, as long as you aren't too proud to admit it. And then I'd also say to trust people when they tell you that they love you.
There are so many things that are constantly happening that make you who you are. You never really are experiencing all of them. You're just jumping from one moment to the next. You really only have this moment in time. Live as much in the moment now as you can.
To sleep more and to prioritize sleep because your health is more important than your grades.
Make good friends, be careful who you hang around with, and stick with your gut.
I was just thinking of what Little Colleen coming into Pacifica was like, I attached onto a lot of other people's personalities. Like, ooh, I liked this about someone, and so I would like try to be that. But like when you're truly yourself, people love you for who you are, not who you're trying to be. I learned to like be myself and like be loved in that sense.
You get what you put in. I guess you enjoy school more if you start to convince yourself to care about it. So I don't think I cared about it a whole lot freshman year. I just kind of viewed it as a chore versus like actually putting in to get out.
Study hard, little man. Really just soak in the curriculum. It's a lot of good stuff, a lot of good books that you're gonna read. Don't say no to any of the crazy adventures, just go on them. Enjoy other people too, don't stay too tight in your circle.
I lost so much time trying to find who I was. The Lord helped me through that. I needed to spend time with the Lord.
Not be afraid to take certain opportunities in academics or socially.
Branch out to other people. I was pretty quick to shut down people if like we had different views. I think it's important that I don't do that because then I'm just not really learning anything and I'm choosing to be ignorant.
I didn't really take any time to embrace Pacifica's culture, and I wouldn't for a long time. So I kind of stuck to myself. Senior year comes around. Going to this year's retreat, I said, you know what, it's my last year. I'm just gonna enjoy myself, talk to as many people as I can, participate as much as I can. I literally brought bagpipes. I just remember playing the bagpipes and looking like an idiot, but I had so much fun doing it. And my freshman year self would have said, you're too cool for this, you can't do that. Don't act like you're the coolest kid in the room. Just be nice.
High school's short, just make the best of it, enjoy it. Don't choose to just shy away from stuff, get involved.
Don't be so afraid to like go out and do things. You really just have to take the leap to try things. I definitely took my time, and I'm glad I took it. I ended up as me right now.
Just be confident and willing to take risks and explore new things.
Not to compromise my morals and change for the people around me.
Take every opportunity. That's something I've always been scared of, is trying new things. I've kind of dove into new opportunities and I've met some of the coolest people and some of my closest friends, and I've learned so much about myself.
Enjoy and appreciate the time that you're here and the people that are around and the teachers, and don't like act like too cool or just be waiting for the day you leave.
Don't dwell on the past. Everything happens for a reason.
Have confidence in who you were created to be. Don't be afraid to share my faith.
Look at the complexity behind people, understanding that people have their own experiences that have shaped them and formed them, and everyone has a different take on everything. Like, it just gets so crazy when you think about that. And understanding that people are so much more than what you get to see from the outside.
Never lose your sense of self. Let it grow and change as it will, but never lose it.
Dive deep into like what the school is teaching and what they stand for, because freshman year I was all like, oh, I'm like too cool for this. I didn't spend time like really reading all the stuff that they gave me. Now like as a senior and leaving, I'm so grateful for like everything I've learned.
Enjoy everything, and also to take advantage of all of the incredible opportunities and people and experiences that I had the opportunity to have.
Tell myself that there's going to be a lot more discussions that you have to talk in.
Be more content with who I am and the people that are around me. Like, I just needed to trust that God put me where I needed to be in that time.
To balance out those ambitions with goals that would form who I am. If I don't focus on what kind of person I want to be, I will just always be looking to the next thing.
Try and enjoy the work, not to view it as a chore, but to really appreciate it.
To not be so scared. Sophomore and junior year, played drums for the first time in front of the school. That was like a big turning point.
When I walked into freshman year, I didn't want to like show what I believe. But as I become a senior, I would like to allow myself to be authentic, be real, be you.
High school has been super crazy for me. It's had a ton of ups and downs. I would definitely tell my freshman self to cherish the people around you.
Self-perception is more important than perception from other people.
It's okay to like spend time by yourself and be alone and just be comfortable in yourself.
Take the little moments at Pacifica. It's part of a journey that's making me who I am.
Trust the process
and make good habits.
You can make things better, and you can work to make them better. Don't worry too much about fixing yourself.
Go to God with everything. He's going to support you the best. Your friends are going to be there for you, but ultimately God is going to be there for you in the best way possible. And go spend time with your family.
It's not going to look like what you think it's going to look like, and that's okay. In fact, in a lot of ways it's going to be better. You don't have to be involved in the way you expect to be. You will find your place. God will lead you to that place. You just got to trust Him because it'll make sense in the end.
A man told me the best time to start something would have been 4 years ago. The next best time is right now. Just go for it and not procrastinate pursuing something that I'm passionate about.
Branch out and try new things. Also super proud of myself for getting involved in like the arts and getting involved in yearbook, in AS, like doing things that I wouldn't have done in middle school.
Keep having hope in God. Keep strong in that faith because He always provides. He always will.
I wish I made bolder decisions. I did that in sophomore year and it was a good experience and I wish I did it sooner.
Not to feel the need to grow up too quickly. Stop procrastinating. I did do that a lot. It definitely created a very stressful environment that was very unnecessary.
I would tell her how deep the Lord's love is for her. He has a strong, righteous hand that is on your life. The Holy Spirit is going to pursue you like you've never been pursued before. He just loves His daughter. You might not love Him yet, but He loves you beyond measures and beyond what words could ever fathom.
Pacifica has been so good to me, but I'm excited, I'm sad, but I only can say good things because God has worked great things here.